Um, there was a long process involved in me determining that I should, instead of playing all the other types of music I might play, that I should just work on playing pop music that could have a second track or more than one track, so that I can add like string parts and horn parts and things like that. And um, I could see like throughout the, you know, I guess it's been a little over a year now, or about a year and a half, that I was really trying to study and analyze the way that YouTube works in order to make sure that I'm, producing music for my channel that, at least with the limited, well, I would say I don't really have limited instrumentation because I have a Yamaha keyboard that's got 662 voices on it. So I can replicate the sound of practically any instrument, although some of them sound kind of synthy, but whatever. So, but over the course of the past year, there was this period where I was getting like, 600 views, or, 1,000 views sometimes for some of the videos I was doing. And then they abruptly dropped, and it was like I was getting zero views all of a sudden for doing the exact same thing, which was totally maddening to try and figure out. But, and then, so after some time, I read reports saying you should do this and do that. So I did this and that, and I started getting more views again on YouTube, but then abruptly stopped getting them. And it has something to do with how you mark the doing the meta tags and things like that. But so I guess that ultimately the most popular kind of music worldwide is pop music. um, but a pop song would be like any song that, it might be a song that also could be said to be part of some other genre of music. But what applies to the microcosm also applies to the macrocosm. And so if I'm hanging around a campfire on some bus trip with somewhere in the West with a bunch of people who are visiting wanting to see the sights, what types of songs are those people wanting to listen to? If they're not from the United States, then there's a good chance that they will not be familiar with a lot of songs that, Americans would be familiar with. So it's kind of a pain to play songs. I'm going to work on a 10-song set in this style and this genre and that genre. Whereas, you want the songs that you play to be popular both around the campfire and also on YouTube while YouTube is going through whatever period of adjustment it's going through right now. My understanding um, is that they've been rearranging how the pages look when people do searches. So, like, if I'm doing long form video now, which is what we used to call standard, the idea that all of a sudden, well, the vertical format is going to be it's the next big thing, so we have to make it look like the world is just changing into a vertical format world. Well, I don't really think so. I think that vertical format looks better when you're viewing it on a phone. So why not just present all the vertical format videos, the shorts, just to people who are using phones, by detecting whether they're using a phone or not, and giving them the choice. I used to do, a bit of web programming myself. So anyway, since they're making all these changes, it doesn't make sense to try and play any music other than the most popular music for a worldwide audience. And there are actually not a lot of artists that are in that category, but there are a few. Like I don't even mean to say that I'm hip to it all, because I've been avoiding pop music. I've been kind of more into niche music throughout my listening career. But I'm going to play some pop music that would be recognizable by anyone who was visiting the USA and wanted you to play a couple of tunes while you're hanging around the campfire. But also, these are songs where, if I want to add other parts, that there are very distinct part, because these are pop songs, mostly probably dance songs too, that were heavily produced in the first place. And that's just because I want to learn how to produce the songs myself, because I have software that I'm pretty sure is going to work to make it so I can do the multi-tracking just by using my phone as a recorder and then stitching the tracks together afterwards, which is my preference, because my phone has the best microphone and also the best video capability. It's much better than any of my computers. So I'm going to use the video software Shotcut, actually, in this case, to stitch the tracks together to be able to do multi-track audio recording, but also multi-track video parts as well. And I haven't done it before with Shotcuts, so as things stand right now, I don't know how it's going to go, but I think it'll probably go okay, because I don't see any major snags at this point. I'm probably going to just play them on the ukulele, even though, I could make it one more difficult in this stage and play them on the guitar. I probably will play these songs on guitar later, but I'm still playing them on the ukulele, because as I'm building up the different parts and doing the multi-tracking, it's easier to just to find and play the ukulele songs, because they have better support now for ukulele than guitar, at least on the internet, or I mean on the music sites that I'm looking for to get these specific songs. And so the next thing I will do, I suppose, is just play some pop songs that were like world pop smash hits that everyone in the world hopefully knows by now. And just so that I have some tracks of my own that I can use to start out and do multi-tracking with it. That is what I have to say about that. What's my rationale for going pop at this point? It's because it doesn't seem like there's anything that you can do to play songs and have them be popular, at least the way it was working last year on YouTube, other than just playing the most popular songs of all. And but that's okay. It's good. Those are the good songs to memorize, actually. The songs that are most likely to be a hit if you're hanging out somewhere with people and they just want you to play a song on the ukulele or on the guitar. You might as well play a song that is the most likely to be liked by people.